here and just sleeping in and having a glorious morning to yourself. I thought, God, it's bright in here. Fuck the sun. Fuck it all. Good morning. Socrates, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an anus swings for 10 fucking months in a row. That's a long time, and I appreciate you. Morning, Pat. Morning, Greg. Where the fuck is my volume? You're loud. I like this song, but it's loud. I slept in until 5:45. Is that a sleep in for you? It sounds fun. I don't know what sleeping in is. I wish, man. I don't know. I feel like the moment I have any level of consciousness first thing in the morning, it's just immediate panic attack. Like, my body's like, oh man, we're kind of waking up. We could go back to sleep. My heart rate goes, let's go. And then I just start to kind of sweat until I get up. I'm tired. I'm in so much pain today from so many different places in my body. I feel really grumpy and I'm trying not to think about it. Let's talk about something else. Something under my desk. What the fuck are you? Cheers. At 4:30 a.m., my dog's 7 a.m. 7 a.m. tends to be the time when they're like, Mom. So I can get until about 7, but unfortunately I have to stay up until like 1 or 2 to let them out in order to get that 7 o'clock. Does that make sense? I don't have any chocolate. It's very depressing. I have like 20, probably somewhere in the 30 cans of like canned vegetables and shit from my garden. Oh my God, my dudes. I did another harvest out of my garden last night. I got 47 pounds of zucchini in one night. Just one. I have to show you one of the zucchinis. Hold on. It's upsetting me. So I know I told you guys, like, I was kind of just not harvesting squash out of my garden for a bit because literally I still have like 50 pounds of it I don't know what to do with. And last night I was like, fuck, I need to start doing it because what happens with zucchini is it doesn't stop growing. This is ridiculous. I'm a 6-foot tall woman. And this is what I'm producing on accident. On accident. Like, what the fuck is this? What is this? It's as big as my torso! They are enormous. Look at this. It's bigger than a newborn child. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. Literally, I weighed myself and then picked up the bag of squash just to see how much it weighed, and it was 57. 57? 47? I think it was 57. 57 pounds. Not including these two. I just realized I didn't weigh these two because they don't fit in the bag of squash I have. God damn it. I just don't know what to do with all of it. It's so much. I thought those were Zeke's testicles. He promised he wasn't going to tell anybody what color they were. Reincarnated dairy cattle never had felines demand feeding so precisely. You know, I've never had a big dog in my life that needed as much attention as these fuckers do. I kind of feel that. They're like my dogs remind me of a cat. Like, they're very independent, but when they want attention, they want it now, and they'll hit me in the face if I don't give it to them. And I'm just like, this isn't dog behavior. You should worship me. They're squash. I think the yellow, it doesn't matter. Squash and zucchini, I think, are like basically interchangeable. It's just a different color of flesh. That's literally it. I think they're quite simply interchangeable creatures because they're growing absurdly fast at the same time. I have so much. My treadmill is just covered in squash. I don't know what to do. Like, I've done Oh my God, worsty. I've pickled them, I've souped them, I've canned them, I've pressure canned them, I've hot water bath canned them, I've frittered them, I've frittated them. I have, what's the other one? It's frittata and quiche. I've quiched them. I have 9 loaves of zucchini bread in my freezer right now. I have a coffee cake, a zucchini coffee cake in my fridge. Like, literally every single meal I'm consuming is zucchini right now. All of it. And I mean, seriously, check this shit, Worsty. You're gonna shit yourself. Hold on. This is just one day of me going in my yard and pulling squash. Just one day. Do you see my problem? Every day. Every day. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more in this bag. I'm going to the food bank on Monday. Well, it's not a food bank, but I found a place that's like a grocery store for people that can't afford to go grocery shopping. It's like a food bank, kind of. It's insane, because this is my problem. Like, this is just... Get the fuck out. Come on, out. Go on. Get. My dogs are being very, they're very stimulated lately, so anytime I do something like this, they think it's someone on a door and I want to hit them with the squash. Look, you fucking dumbass. God. I did get a fun hybrid, though. Check this one. I kind of wish I would have left this one to keep growing. Because it's literally a testicle. It's a double. That's where the blossom was. It's a double. Look at that. I wish I would have left it, but I don't want any more giant squash. So like, but this is my cute little mutant squash. But seriously, this is just, it won't stop. But yeah, I called around because you guys know I donate to a couple women's shelters downtown. And I called around because there's something, I cannot find, like, what the story is. Give me 1 second. Oh, God, this is heavy. Okay, so... you know what's crazy, Worsty, is this year was literally the year of just like, okay, I'm just gonna see if I can grow stuff this year. That was it. Because if you've listened to me on either mine or Zach's channel, I have bitched and moaned for 5 years about what I've been doing to my yard outside. Because it's just been a lot. Like, we moved into a mud pit, like a mud hill, that's all we had. And the people that lived here before Scott and Bree, literally, not an exaggeration, treated the yard like a landfill. So if I dig more than 2 feet down, I start running into big garbage, like handlebars of bicycles, t-shirts, bundles of t-shirts. I've found eyeglasses. I've found a fishing rod. Like, I have found the weirdest shit in my yard. And so this, like, throughout the last 5 years, it's been me landscaping and trying to get a lot of that garbage out of the yard. There's so much broken glass. It is just ridiculous. So the last 5 years has been me cleaning out the yard and just trying to get some semblance. Like, we don't have black dirt in Colorado. We have clay. We have like sad, sandy, brown, loamy dirt. And so it's been cleaning it out. So this year was just like, can I grow? That's it. So I picked stuff that I knew grows. How do I say that? I know grows well. Like, I've never known anyone that plants a zucchini plant or a squash plant and doesn't get at least one. So I planted like 9 zucchini/squash plants and like 16 tomato plants with me thinking like half will die. Half are definitely going to die. I live in an arid desert and my yard is full of glass. Nope, I was wrong. So wrong. I don't know. The last 5 years of me mulching this dirt must have just paid off for some reason, because I have hundreds of green tomatoes like this big in my yard right now, and I'm just waiting them. I just need them to be big enough to eat. I have so much produce in my yard right now. It is crazy. But what I have found in trying to donate this produce is there is some sort of stipulation that stems from a mythology similar to check all your kids' Halloween candy, there's a razor blade in the Snickers. I can't find one fucking story about an actual razor blade in a Snickers, like ever. Similar, I cannot find one story of someone poisoning zucchini bread and then donating it to a food bank. I cannot find a story of someone putting razor blades in pumpkins and then donating them to a food bank. And yet, there are so many places that will not take a non-perishable or a prepared food because I might have laced it with arsenic. Like, I'm aquatafaniing people. I don't know. It's really frustrating because, like, I'm trying so hard to be a good person and I don't have the money to donate money. So, like, I can do what I can do, right? I have grown almost 100 pounds of squash at this point. Please let me donate it. So, it's been kind of a hassle trying to find some place that would just take fresh produce when I'm not a licensed produce farmer. I'm just a person who produced too much produce. That's been a fucking bitch of... It's seriously, like, I call people and I'm like, I have 50 pounds of free food. Can I donate it? Is it in cans? No. I grew it? No. Because it might be deadly. I don't know. I cannot find a confirming story as to why this is an issue, but I finally found a place downtown that's like a grocery store, but it is a grocery store where, like, grocery stores donate their leftover produce, farms donate, like, the ugly fruit. So fruit, it's not bad, it just doesn't look uniform and perfect like all the other fruit in the grocery store. They donate all that, and they create, like, a grocery store for people who cannot afford to go grocery shopping to go grocery shopping. Does that make sense? And so that's where I'm going to take it. I really want to try. My neighbors, like, it's weird. So my neighbors on this side of me, it's a halfway house, and I've been told not to talk to them. These ones are drug dealers, and these ones gave me fake names. So I'm just not 100% sure what to do. I know, and Nana, you want to know the weirdest part? I'm less than 2 blocks from an elementary school. You would think that this would probably be the cleanest neighborhood you could probably live in. No. I do, and I compost a lot. Yes, I compost a lot. Rod said that you don't come anywhere near close to conveying the miraculous job you've done with your yard, etc. What does that mean? We had buried trash patches at our place, too. It's so weird. Dude, hooligan, it's so fucking weird and annoying. The amount of broken glass. Cigarette butts. That blows me away. Do you guys know how long cigarette butts last in the environment? I'm guessing at least 50 years, because a lot of the trash in my yard is from the 70s, and it's at the same level that I'm finding cigarette butts. Like, weird. I would guess, yeah. They have to last forever, because I'm finding them, like, literally, I don't know if it's because of the plants. I don't know. I'm learning, right? But essentially, like, as my plants grow, trash starts to come up. I don't know how to put that. Like, it's like the trash is literally, it's raising out of the ground. Somehow it's working its way up. I don't know if it's the root structure or if it's because I've been irrigating so much or if it's because I rototilled or whatever. But, like, I haven't been digging in my yard for months now, right? It's growing. And I went out there the other day and there's a fucking cigarette butt, like, coming out of the dirt. I was like, what the fuck is that? Where did that come from? Why is it in my squash? Good morning, Najil. How are you, love? Cheers. Is it? I wouldn't. Should we? I'm gonna Google it. How long do cigarette butts last? How long does it take a cigarette butt to decompose? Under optimal conditions, it can take 6 to 9 years to break down a filter depending on whether or not it's menthol. What's in a menthol filter? Yeah. But the components of the cigarette butt can take up to 400 years to break down. What the fuck is it? What's in it? Teach me. The main factor is the material used in the filter, the butt. Organic materials and compounds will decompose more readily than non-organic and synthetic materials. Compared something like cotton grown and harvested from a plant against fiberglass, which is basically a fiber-reinforced plastic product. Other factors can include conditions. Typically, somewhere humid and warm will decompose an item quicker than somewhere dry and cold. This doesn't necessarily mean more moisture is a good thing, i.e. the ocean, or that somewhere really warm, i.e. Death Valley, would be good for decomposition, though. As far as estimating 400 years of decomposition, cigarette filters of various materials have been around for a long enough time to observe how long it takes them to decompose. Or in the case of not reaching that 400-year mark, then estimating it based on the amount of decomposition after a period of time, say 20 years, which would be around 5% of 400. If they can observe that a fiberglass filter is decomposed 4 to 6%, they can make a reasonable claim of around 400 years to fully decompose, never mind the fact that they can use other examples of the same materials which have already had studies done on how long they last. For instance, my Jesus Christ, for instance, they might have already taken some fiberglass insulation and noted it takes a significant amount of time to decompose and used the data applied to the situation of cigarette filters. That's explaining the math behind the 5 to 400 years of, but I think, so this was something that I learned in school years ago, and this was very, very specific about Marlboro cigarettes. Marlboro, I never know how to say that. Marlboro. Marlboro cigarettes have fiberglass in their filters, and when you inhale it, those microscopic shards of fiberglass pierce the skin in your mouth and in your throat, making you absorb nicotine faster and better, lack of a word, you know what I'm saying. But I don't know if that's all cigarettes, and I know chewing tobacco has fiberglass in it because it slices your lip skin so you absorb more tobacco faster. Did I manage to convince Zeke to give you his old computer, or did I galvanize him against it? I posted in his Discord to try and give him... he hasn't said anything, but I hope so. He said he'd give me his old computer. He just needs to ball up and plug in the new one. That's what he needs to do. Like, he doesn't... Like, genuinely, I've told him, I'm like, you can just give me that box. You don't have to take anything out of it. You don't have to do anything to that PC. Like, I literally haven't had anything new since I started streaming. I am so apt at cannibalizing PCs. Let's fucking go. Do you know what I'm saying? I can do that. I can cannibalize a PC and get the good shit out. I don't even need him to do that. I just need the box. Just give it to me. Also, I think I owe Najil. Cheers. Cheers. Good morning, Adamant Gaming. How are you, love? Oh, that's nice. The guy that lived here before us thought he was a mason, so we found random wads of concrete in the yard, dozens of random bricks. Same. Dude, the people that owned this little house thought they could build homes. So, like, when I go into my cellar, there's just, this entire house is held up by jacks in my cellar in various points. And I knew they were there because the fucking floor bows up around them. It is hilarious. And then I went down into the cellar and I was just looking at, like, the quote-unquote foundation. There's literally stuffed animals stuck in, like, the plaster that they just slapped into the walls. Chunks of carpet. A Pepsi-Cola can from Six Flags. I'm going to take a picture of it. Like, literally, it's half crunched and just stuck in the wall. Not like they were doing, you know, like, repurposing and using cans and bottles to make an insulation layer or something. No. They plastered and just, like, it's... comical. No shit. I dug up a grave for a beloved dog in the lot behind my childhood home and dug up Tarrington butts that my dad smoked. He died over 20 years prior. I believe that. It is crazy how long that shit lasts. I'm over here wondering what part of the state you're in. I lived I lived all these decades under the illusion that the climate there was like Montana. In my opinion, I think it's extremely similar to Montana. I haven't lived in Montana, but I've visited. We just have extreme weather. Like, that's the way I describe it, Nana, do you like weather? Any of it? Because we get all of it on crack cocaine. Like, do you like snow? We get 6 feet of it. Do you like sun? We get hundreds of degrees. And we're also a mile closer to the sun, so everything burns more. Do you like rain? Do you like feeling like God lifted his robe to piss on your face? Do you like wind? Do you like being picked up by wind? Like, everything is just 10 times harder than it should be up here, and I think it's just because it's mountain weather. That's it. But yeah, it reminds me a lot. It's arid. Does that make sense? So it's like, and the reason I compare it to that is Montana reminds me of Spokane, Washington. And Colorado, if you've ever been to Spokane, Washington, welcome to Denver. It's a clone. Hooligan, they did it. I tore one out thinking it was just stuck under the stairs in my cellar. It was actually stuck in the wall. It's fucking weird. Cheers, Viata, my love. We've cheersed so many times this morning. I think today's going to be a day. I've almost smoked a whole bowl, and we haven't even been live an hour, my dudes. How's your Saturday? Are we feeling okay? I'm in a lot of weird pain everywhere, and I hate it. I'm finally able to perform CPR for the next 2 years. Cocky, that's what the fuck is up! I genuinely, in my heart of hearts, hope to fuck you never, ever, ever have to enact CPR unless it's on a coworker. Ever. You never come back from breaking a kid bone. Ever. But I'm glad you know how. But I hope to fuck you never have to use that skill, because we cheers like 5 times, Viata. This is what you get for cheersing alone last night. The karma's just continuing. By the way, can I just say, I did this completely on accident. I did my makeup, and then before I put on my mascara, I went and put a shirt on, and when I came out, I realized my makeup matches my shirt. Like, literally, it's like these weird kind of tarnished green colors and the aqua color. I did this before I ever pulled... I get dressed in the dark, my dudes. I had no idea what I put on this morning. This is incredible. Weird. It's my little bubbler. I love this little guy, Derp. This thing is older than 5 years old. This thing has lasted so long. This is such a good little bong, man. It's crazy. It's. I don't want to say it's like borderline indestructible, though. I totally didn't do it on purpose, but look at that. That's a pleasant surprise. It's literally, there's green on the under that's the same color, and I did not do that on purpose. It's just all out of the same palette. I'm just lazy. My makeup looks come from, I go to my palette shelf, I pull one palette out, and I look at that one palette, and I go, what can I do with you today? That's it. I have nothing beyond that. I've never tried to match my clothes before. It is. It's like Rusty Spoon colors or like grunge garbage can colors. I tie-dyed this. I did make this. But it's bleach tie-dye. Parts of MT I lived in were so arid in altitude, but I garden and you have to hurry. You have to hurry, so my own derpishness, because latitude probably is a factor. The altitude's a factor, everything, and like, we have, how do I say, an unpredictable growing season. It's not necessarily short, and it's not necessarily long. It's just you can't really depend on a growing season here. Like, I could get snow in July. That has happened. We didn't get good, consistent weather this year until the beginning of May. And it could be gone by September, or we could go snow-free till January. I just don't, it doesn't really make sense. Why? Like, we just have weird extreme weather. So it kind of, I can see how we have a lot of, I think, not like farming agriculture, but what is it, livestock? What is that, farming cows? Meat? We have a lot of meat agriculture here because that's just more sustainable. You can't really count on a growing season. Whereas, like, when I lived in Washington State, half the time you were driving down the freeway, you were driving along cornfields. Just acres and thousands of acres of cornfields because the growing season is insane and the floodplains are crazy fertile, and you can guarantee that they're growing a lot of fucking corn out there. It is crazy. Good morning, Knives. How are you? I love that. I miss the egg so much. Someday I'll get a new bong. TC crew, when you see me in my makeup and all my accessories, all match my clothes. I did that on purpose. Oh man, you're gonna be so disappointed. When I'm at TwitchCon, I do not do my makeup or my hair. I'm so low effort because I wake up and I'm immediately just like, I want to go hang out with my friends. I do not want to do my makeup. I do not want to do anything. Like, you're lucky I showered. I just want to go hang out. Because by the time I wake up, I've already got like 3 texts like, hey, anybody awake? Hey, what are you guys doing? Where are we meeting up for breakfast? And my heart just goes, friendship, and I run outside. I'm like a kid, man. If you've ever seen that meme of those 2 children, Vissy and I send it to each other all the time. It's the 2 kids toddling at each other down a sidewalk. That's me at TwitchCon. Like, I wake up first thing in the morning and I'm sitting up in bed and I'm like, I'm going. And Zach will be like, did you bathe? And I'm like, no. Okay, I'll do that. And I'll like shower and I leave my hotel room with wet hair. And I'm just like, where are my friends? And I'm running down the sidewalks looking for people. It's really lame, but I just like knowing they're all there and knowing I'm just sitting in my hotel room drives me crazy, but I'm not fast or efficient at my makeup. When I do makeup, it's like a total experiment every day. And so when I'm on vacation and traveling, like, I don't want to do that. Which I'm sure no one does. You probably have like a set makeup routine that like you fucking have down packed to 20 minutes or something like that, and that's your normal wear. I don't have that, so it would be me just sitting there experimenting for an hour while all my friends are hanging out without me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But that's just because I don't have like a, I just sit here and kind of experiment. Laser Horse does look very lasery today. I could change that color. Do you think Laser Horse would... Where is my controller? Do you think Laser Horse would look better with a different color? Swing. Maybe I don't have my controller. I have a... Oh, there it is. I have a remote for that guy. Make it blue. I can't see it now. I don't think you can even see it. That's cool. That looks sick. The fuck is that? Is this bad? I don't remember which color I did last that was terrible. Is this one terrible? I know there's a shade of like blue purple that's painful for eyes. Please say God no if this is the one. Viata, none of us are morning people. None of us. It's literally just, we all have 3 days to hang out once a year. So we hang out from like 8 a.m. until 2 a.m. every day. That's it. Trust me. It's the adrenaline of like, I have 3 days to maximize all my time with my favorite people in the whole world. And so I force myself to be a morning and a late night person, and it's miserable, and I'm tired, and I usually get sick, but it's worth it. Is this one not painful? I can't tell anymore. I've seen too many. I can totally see you and Vissy doing all kinds of stuff together. We do. I put it on 2 times speed and still couldn't make it the full runtime. Wait, for what? Those fucking 7 a.m. text messages? I know. I don't start them. I just wait for them. I have my go-to cream of clay eyeshadow that takes me about 10 seconds to blend around my eyes with my finger. Great for morning when I'm vending at markets and have to wake up at 6:30 a.m. See? Mascara. That would be my thing. Like, I can put on mascara super fast. Who can't? But that would be my, like, I need to look slightly more, like, awake and presentable than I do just, like, with the pillow marks on my face. Curl. Oh, black. Stroke it on those eye hairs. And for some reason, it makes you look more awake. I don't know. That'd be my only thing I'd do. But I learned, it's actually something that's helped me with packing and traveling because I travel so much. What I learned when I first started traveling was that I would bring all my makeup and I never used it. Because I do this anywhere I am. Like, if I'm in Thailand and I wake up first thing in the morning, I do not want to spend an hour in my hotel room fucking around with makeup. I'm out. I'm out on the streets and I'm doing shit. I do this everywhere. And so I just learned, like, don't pack it. So I save room. And now I don't even have to check a bag because I've learned so many things that are just superfluous when I travel. Like, I used to bring my own hairdryer. There's not a hotel in this world that doesn't have a fucking hairdryer. Don't pack your own hairdryer. What are you doing? Like, every hotel I've been in the past 5 years has Dry Bar hotel hairdryers. Dry Bar is a really nice brand that is really overpriced at Sephora. It's probably better than what you and I have in our fucking bathrooms. There's things like that I've just learned through traveling that I'm like, don't fucking pack that. You will never use that. And it saves so much room. I'm very much like, I like to pack minimally as possible. It helps that my clothes are very small. Putting on makeup must be the activity that's the largest amount of tutorial videos ever created, and yet is somehow forever a mystery to me. You know, same. And I still watch makeup tutorials all the fucking time, you know? Like, my internet self, like, exists because of makeup videos. I started watching YouTube to watch makeup tutorials. And that's the only reason I'm a chronically online person, really. And I every morning struggle, like, where do I put this point? Where do I put this? Every single morning of my life. I'm 37 years old. I've been doing this for quite some time. Every single day. I'm like, where do I put this? Is it the same? I actually think I did pretty good today, but, like, there is no fucking guarantee where the fuck that wing's gonna be every day. Will it? Like, this one I think is a little lower, actually. I think this one's a saggy bitch today. She should be, like, here. Every day. I don't know. It's still a fucking mystery, and I think it's because there's no two faces other than identical twins that are identical. So it's like, you can watch me do makeup, but your face is different. The contours of your eyelids, where your eyelid hangs, how your eye shape is, your cheekbones, everything is different than mine. So no matter how many times you watch me do makeup, you're going to do it on yourself and be like, this does not look the same, and it does not lay the same, because your brow bone might be up here, or you might have, like, you know, people with, like, shit tons of eye real estate. People with, like, big old deep set eyes. Oh, I'm so jealous. Crispy, same. I don't, you know, I used to feel bad. I felt bad for like 5 minutes being a morning person. But Zach stays up until like 4 in the morning watching TV. So I don't care. I'm gonna do dishes at 7 a.m. Do you know what I'm saying? The hotel hair dryers do not have a diffuser on them. Oh, do you diffuse your hair? Man, you put so much more effort in. You're gonna make me look bad. I can already tell. We're all gonna take pictures together, and you're gonna look clean and nice and fresh, and we're gonna be all sweaty and shiny and full of pores and shit. I won't be filtering our group photos. Just so you know. I somehow managed to hack my brain. Not a good hack though, because I can't control it. And when I wake up, my brain immediately goes into a sort of anxious panic, like, we are awake, be awake. Me, exactly. I was literally saying that this morning, Chronicle. Like, that is literally how I wake up every day. Like, the moment my body has a modicum of consciousness and can think a thought, the first thought is usually, we're awake. It's happening. We could probably sleep more. It's not time. And my heart goes, and I'm like, well, I guess we're on now. Might as well go run on something. There are people who leave the house without makeup on. I am not one of them. I would never judge you for that, as long as you didn't judge me for the fact that I don't wear makeup. At all. Then I don't give a fuck. What up, Ensville? Holy shit, how are you, Honeybean? Every group picture, Katie, is just not visible, either by being cropped out or edited out. I'm honestly fine with that. Like when I look at my my footprint on the internet, it's kind of weird. I did it totally on accident, but when I started streaming and then finally made like social media accounts, I started tweeting every day that I'm going live messages, because I started streaming before Discord existed because I'm old. And I started taking a daily selfie to go with that, because I learned that a URL gets your post buried, but a picture gets your post interaction, which prevents the burying. And now I don't even put a fucking link on it, because then it really buries your post. And a lot of people don't have Discord, so it's the only way to like universally let people know you're going live. But now at this point, there's like almost at least one picture of me every single day for the past 10 years. Like, that's weird. That's not normal. I don't think. Maybe nowadays, but for me, it doesn't feel that way. It feels like, wow, I'm an AI target. It's a lot. So I'm really 100% okay. I want pictures with my friends so I can frame them. I frame them and I put them on my walls, and it reminds me I have friends, because I genuinely only get to see you guys once a fucking year, and that sucks. But other than that, I don't care to ever be in another picture in my whole life. I have enough photographic existence proof. I'm good. So, no, if I have to be in a fucking picture, so will you. Oh my god, we're gonna just look like Vissy's parents again. Oh, you'll love that, Viata. When Knives and I stand together with Vis, it looks like a photo that would be on the staircase of going in someone's home. It's comical. It's fucking uncanny. It is very weird. Because she has my cheeks. She's got big smile cheeks. We have the same cheeks. A pic compilation. Wouldn't even know how. I don't think, like, is there something that could, like, compile all my Twitter pictures ever? And then I could go through it and knock out the ones that aren't my face? That would be so much easier than going through and, like, saving every single picture of myself. But it'd be like a 10-year time lapse of my face. That's what that would be. Weird. I wonder how I've changed. Like, I can't see it, because obviously I see myself every fucking day. So, like, my chat's doing that thing where I can't fucking scroll it again. And it's bizarre. Like, it would probably kind of freak me out to see, like, just slow aging. I'm not afraid to age, but, like, you don't see it because you see yourself every day. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like living around someone who's losing weight. Like, you really don't see it right away. By the way, Glut has lost 90 pounds since last May, and I'm genuinely concerned I won't recognize him at TwitchCon. Like, I will, but also I'll just be like... Because one does not simply just, like, casually lose 90 pounds and not kind of look different. It's literally impossible. Dude, gluttony. Is that fucking insane? When did you hit it? Like yesterday or something? Glut hit this milestone just a couple days ago. Yeah. Fucking crazy, right? Nope. The only thing he has told us is pounds lost, and it's literally because he got a CPAP, and having a CPAP enabled him to sleep at night, and having adequate rest at night, he just naturally started getting more active, and he, like, accidentally lost 45 pounds. I want to say that's what happened. By last TwitchCon, when we were hanging out, he was like, yeah, I've lost, like, 45 pounds kind of on accident, just because I have energy to walk on my lunch breaks and stuff. It's kind of cool. And we were all like, what? Oh, the CPAP magic. That's great. And so that led him to, like, he was like, well, fuck, I'd be kicking myself in the dick not to continue. So then he just started, like, counting calories and watching it. And he's officially, as of a couple days ago, lost 90 pounds in a little over a year. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just going to pet my double chin and eat Doritos, because I can't do that. It was Tuesday, 90 pounds since May last year. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking insane. Glut, sorry I got up. How dare you? You bastard! Sit the fuck! That's no small feat. That's fucking crazy. I wanted to scroll up because Enz wrote a message in my chat. It's doing this thing where when I try to scroll it, it just like stutters and doesn't go up. It's really weird. I just did it again. I hate you so much, Twitch chat. Stop it. Not you guys. It's the fucking thing. I did have a fucking literal stroke almost 3 months ago. What the fuck? This is what I wanted to read. So that was fun, quote unquote. Doing great now, though. Besides the fact that my mom's lungs were so full of gunk that she passed out and flatlined 2 weeks. You're very casual. 2 weeks ago, and I had to do CPR on her and just got out of induced coma this week. Other than that, things are good. How about you? I grew like 100 pounds of squash in my yard. I would be dead if I lost 90 pounds. I don't. That's impossible. That being said, my doctor thinks I should lose. Well, thinks. According to BMI, my doctor has never mentioned this. According to BMI, I should lose 20 pounds. Yeah. From where? This? I'm seriously, I've said the same. This is just like, because we all know BMI is fucking bullshit and does not account for muscle mass, of which we all have muscle mass, right? Your heart is a muscle it's not accounted for. So we all know that BMI. But if I actually look at BMI for my height, perfect weight, like a perfect BMI for me would be 145 to 150 pounds. I weigh like 165, 170 on a period day. Like, where's that coming from? I'm not saying I'm in perfect shape, but I don't have 25 pounds to lose and look good and feel good. That would literally be all of my titties. They just gone. But that's according to the bullshit BMI shit, which we all know is absolute bullshit and just encourages eating disorders. I am comfortable in my skin, my body, and my clothes. That's all that matters to me. I eat whatever I want. I'm fine. Dude, I forgot about my Cheez-Its. Gluttony's gonna need a new Twitch name at this point. Dude, he still loves food. It's just so different because now Glut's like the master nutritionist. Who also loves to eat. So it's like, he'll give you ideas on good shit to eat that's not bad for you, but it won't taste like shit. And I'd much rather hang out with that person than anything else. Minimin, how are you, love? Ensville, that's fucking scary, dude. I'm just so happy you're here and that your mom's out of a coma. Why was your mom's lungs full of gunk? Do you know what was going on? What up, Berserker? Good morning, love. I keep trying to scroll back up, and its chat's just being a fuck twat. I'm so sorry if I miss anything, my dudes. It's just stop it. I knew I was in terrible shape and my blood pressure was up, so I was working on that, but before my doc had an appointment, I got the funny feels in my side, and we went to the hospital and said, yes, I feel burglar slingshot, Berlimov. Shut up. Shut up. You're like me on Faded Fridays, but not funny, not funny. Molly, exactly. That's what I think. That is wild. And I think it's all about just feeling good in your body. I think that's more important than anything. If you're comfortable, that's what's most important. Like, I don't think there's a perfect weight or anything like that for anybody. Because, like, genuinely, that BMI does not account for muscle mass at all. So, for instance, if you look at Arnold Schwarzenegger at his fucking most fit level he's ever been at, he's morbidly obese, according to BMI. So anytime someone tries to bring up BMI, throw that at them and tell them to make it make sense. And they'll act like people who are into the Bible. Oh, no, that doesn't count because he's clearly in shape. Fuck off. No, you don't get to just discount some of the parts of the rule. No, BMI is not, it's not a healthy goal by any, no, it's not. Katie missed my old, wait.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
No, shit, fuck, what did I miss?
Steve.
Sarah! I did. I just saw it. I'm sorry. I was probably focused. I can't scroll up. Chat's totally broke now. I literally can't even. I can't even pull the bar. I can't scroll up to your resub. I hate this. It's broken today. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it swings for 104 fucking months. Literally, like, really close to the age of one of your children, which is also freakish in every way possible. I love you, and I appreciate you. Did it not make sounds? I'm going to turn them up. Thank you. I was distracted because I can't scroll. This is so annoying. It's so annoying. Anyways, thank you, and I love you, and I appreciate you. We're not old. You're old. I feel like if you lived in a house and or resided in some sort of environment where there was a TV being used as a TV stand, I don't care what age you are, we will connect emotionally. Do you know what I'm saying? Bonus points if the one using as a stand had the fake wood panels on it. Did you know that that was actually a TV down there? Open the cupboard, Mom says not to cover it. There's a TV inside. It's crazy. 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 I gotta grind up weed. The mom thing is worse. She's always had bad asthma and was going to get checked for COPD, and she's been real gunked up for a week and a half before passing out while we waited for the home service. Does she have a history of smoking? Is there a reason why she would have COPD? Fuck. I fully lost all my words and shit and couldn't read a sentence or draw numbers on a clock, but I got quick help and a speedy recovery. That is terrifying, and I'm glad you got help because my God. Speaking of doctors, we got a family doctor. Ours retired and sold their practice. Our old one was treating my dad's issues symptom by symptom. He went to the new doctor yesterday to talk about adjusting his painkillers, and she's sending him to be assessed for Parkinson's. She looked at all the symptoms and immediately saw a common thread. Oh my God, I hope he finds success and like a good treatment. Good morning, Carnage. Losing weight is the benefit of, and not my goal. My goal is just to be healthier. Katie and Ives walk too fast. You know that's a problem though, right? And we like fully admit that. I think this is a personal theory. I think we both have like what's the word? Like an unspoken competitiveness that's like one of us just like, it's almost like dogs or animals. Like if we're walking head to head and one starts to get like this, the other one just starts to do it. And suddenly we're on the other side of whatever event we're at and we're like, oh, fuck, where is everybody? I think it's like a cattle thing. Yeah, it's not good. Feel free to give me a fucking leash. It's always, I do this, my fucking monitor is blinking again. I do it like, I do this like in traffic. I don't speed or anything, but I won't sit behind a group of people that are walking really slow. Like, I feel like I just need to get to the front of the pack, and then I go the speed limit, and I'm good. But I can't just sit behind all of them. Like, I gotta get to the front of it. It's fucking psychotic. I'm very aware of this. Rickshaws and hooking you up. I have really strong glutes. All of which was thrown in the garbage now, because if, in fact, she does recover enough to come home, I am in no way letting her inhale anything again. Good. She smoked for 50 years. Damn. That's crazy. There's a lot of people who have smoked that long who they genuinely suggest don't quit smoking because it'll be such like a shock to the body. So I'm shocked your mom went to vaping. Sure you aren't New Yorkers? I mean, I grew up visiting family on that side of the state, so maybe something stuck. I don't know. I do thrive in that environment, though. Man. Like, walking... Oh, man. Mish, you'll understand what I mean. I feel like it's not necessarily just a New York thing. That's where my family's from, but You know the euphoric feeling of just moving in a crowd that gets it? There's none of that, like, tiptoe stopping and halt stopping. There's none of that. No one's stopping to stare at their phone. No one's stopping to turn around. Everyone's just, it's like fucking fluid, like salmon in a river. everyone gets the assignment. We're all on this side of the sidewalk. This side of the sidewalk goes that way. People that are going slow stick to the wall. The other people, we're like weaving in and out, walking into the road to get across people. And it's just like, it's like it's literally euphoria to me. It is euphoria to me to exist in an environment like that where everyone is just, oh yes, we're all just doing it and they get it. And I haven't had to stop or fucking like hard stop for fear of like running my tits into someone's head 9 times. Oh my God. That shit. I don't know. But I think that's just like walking in cities. I don't know, but I do. That is something, man. The last time I experienced it was in New York this winter when I visited my Burning Man friends. It felt so good. There's something about it. I don't know what that is, but it's something that like hits. She switched to vapes instantly when I let her try one of mine a few years ago. Really? So it wasn't hard for her to quit? My parents and most of my immediate family is from New York. Okay, maybe there's something. Maybe we were just trained at an early age. Wondered about a pull cart for Vissy, like airport carry-on. Vissy's actually quite fast. Believe it or not. Vissy's usually the middle of the pack. So, like, if we're like we are a pack of just ill-organized neurodivergents, there's Knives and I who can't. We're incognizant. We're just speeding up and racing each other for fucking no reason to nothing. And we'll get around a corner. And Vissy is usually in between us and all of the people walking a normal speed, and she'll stay and stop walking at the bend of this corner we've gone around so that the people walking normal, she can show them where Knives and I have gone. This literally happened at the zoo so many times, and it was so, like, that's how we know. Like, I'd look behind and I'd see only Vissy standing adorably, looking at us, smiling, and I'd be like, we went too far again. That's how you know. She can keep up, though. She's a fast little bitch. It's not that anybody's slow. That's the thing. I'm really just hating on Knives and I here. I think it's just a psychosis of just walk fast. That, and I think another part of it is I have now been to San Diego multiple times, and not once have I made it through the entire San Diego Zoo. And yet every time I go, people go to the zoo with me. And so I think I'm getting a psychosis where, like, I need to move at top speed if I want to see this whole fucking zoo before everybody gets tired of looking at animals. So, like, this year, I'm doing it, and I'm just going to rent carts for my friends or something. If people don't want to walk the whole thing, I understand. It's literally, like, if you look at it, it's miles and miles. I don't know how many miles total it is, but it's a whole lot of fucking miles to walk that entire zoo. I'm a psychotic person. Like, I'm down for it. But if we could get, like, golf carts, like, would you guys do the whole thing? I'd have so much fun catching up. My mom actually brought this up when I was visiting recently. I've been this way my whole life. Just, there's something wrong with me. I'm deeply aware of it. But we were talking about the last time we went to Germany, and she's like, do you remember when we took that bus to the top of the Alps in Germany, and you and that girl Laurel decided to run to the bottom of the mountain because you were bored? And I was like, oh, I do remember that. That was so much fun. She was like, you were younger. I was like, that was literally 5 years ago. Thank you. I guess. I'm old now, guys. Did you know? I think long stride as well, Nana. I think it's a mix for me. Long stride, probably. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. That's inevitable, right? Really, they said they did that on purpose so people have to come back to see the whole zoo. I've been there so many times now and never seen the whole thing, which is crazy. I've been there like 4 times now and I've never seen the whole thing. Does that mean I just have to skip stuff I've already seen? Boo. Last time we went Miniman, it was hilarious. I don't know what it was, like the season, I guess. But we found like the turtle part of the zoo and every turtle was having sex. Does anybody else remember this? It was so weird. Mish, they have to have some sort of mobility device for a fucking park that big. They have to. I would hope, I mean, how cool would that be to have some sort of cart or something like that you could rent? Because it is too big, and there's people with mobility issues and broken bones, and people who just don't want to walk 20 miles for fuck's sake. It's not normal to want to walk 20 miles on asphalt. That's not normal. It's literally bad for your body. You shouldn't do it. I'm going to. Literally, some of them were. I took a video. Does everybody from my group remember this? I know Knives does. Yeah, the ha, ha, ha. We watched it for way too long. It's only, okay, I was going to say only 5 miles. That's a fair amount of miles, but that's not that bad. I think we could do that. Chris, same. And my problem is I want to sit at every animal enclosure and stare at it for 20 minutes. That's probably also my problem. Like, not sit, but stand with my face, squished on the glass, like, hello, little pretty animal, love me so much. Name them all. Tell them if they want to come home with me, I'll give them a good home. I went 3 times. I set it up in parts. Maybe I need to do that. I think I have pictures in a video too, deep, deep in the bowels of my phone somewhere. I have no idea. What's a jazzy? Oh, it's a turtle fucking. Oh my God, Viata, did you hear me talk about the zoo when we went to it last year? I don't know if it's just the season of turtle fucking, I guess, during TwitchCon, but every single turtle was fucking. Like, just fucking. It was hilarious. We just all stood there and watched it. Multiple turtles, like, doing that. It was fucking funny, dude. I laughed so hard. I was cackling. It was great. A motorized chair. I don't know if you can bring your own into those kind of parks, though, because people would probably be idiots with them and run each other over. I would require one now that I'm all old and shit, but now that slow-ass Walmart thing, we're talking a jacked-up scooter. That's what I'm saying. Like, not like one that, it's not like you're going to run over kids on purpose. So many streamers use that sound effect, the one that I just made with my mouth. What a waste of a soundboard button. You can just do that. Come on, we can just do it together. Travel with a motorized chair is a fucking obstacle. Dude, if you ever want to hear about that debacle, you should ask Beth. The amount of flights that she has absolutely prepared ahead for, paid ahead for, etc., 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 because she has mobility, she has a fucking scooter, she has a fucking wheelchair, and goes to the goddamn flight, and they're like, sorry, we don't have room for your chair, and you can't get on our flight. And she's like, what more can I do to assure I have a seat on your goddamn flight? L as well. Almost every con, I swear those women have a problem with the flight that they have, it's pretty clear on when you get a ticket, like, do you have a chair or a scooter? Do you have mobility issues? Do you have blah, 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 blah? It's all on there. They know it's going to happen, and yet they wait until you're at the fucking gate to be like, sorry. Fuck off. I mean, they did it to Sweet Anita because she has Tourette's, and they deemed her, like, what did they say? She needed to wear a helmet or something? I don't remember. They did it to Sweet Anita before she wasn't able to get on a fucking plane. Like, it's just wild. It's wild. I figure I wouldn't have to tell them my scooter would do 35 miles an hour, but yeah, I can't believe I've lived long enough to even consider something like that. I know. It's the... I don't know why, but I have to clench my butt cheeks when I do that. I'm afraid to travel. I completely understand. I'm afraid to travel, and I don't have a mobility issue yet. Other than my legs are too long for this world. What? It's too dark in here, bud. No one can see you. What's up? How's your morning, bud? Good? You coming for a little snuggle? Okay, we can have a little snuggle. Like, what do you mean, sorry, right? I know, the world is ableist. It's so fucking ableist. It's enlightening having people in your life who have mobility issues. As someone who, like, I complain about my legs being too long. That's my mobility issue. It is quite enlightening. Because as someone who doesn't have mobility issues yet, I look around and I see ramps and stuff, and I'm like, wow, look at how the world is changing. And then you talk to someone who actually has mobility issues, and they're like, did you know that my walker doesn't fit down the aisles of the sleeping cars on a train? What the fuck? What are you supposed to do? Be like that golden retriever yesterday in the video and just like roll down the fucking wall? What do they want? What do they want from you? Okay. My new phobia is airplane air. I flew all over the country back in ye olden days, but now I do not trust airplane air. I mean, I'm not out here validating your phobia. You know it's ridiculous, but like airplane air is filthy. We're just breathing each other's farts over and over and over again until we land somewhere. It's pretty wild. Which is totally valid in the anti-vax. I mean, God. No shit, that's what I had to do. Hold the man's arm. That's fucking crazy. Seriously, legitimately, they want to put you in a facility and never hear or see from you again. If the government could get away with asylums from back in the day, they'd do it in a heartbeat, in my opinion. Where you could just throw away people you don't want to deal with. Whether it was just a wife you don't want anymore or a disabled family member. I think if they could get away with that shit, they'd do it in 2 seconds. Like, right? They'd lock me away. I'd be lobotomized as a witch. Thank you for not licking my mouth. I appreciate that. I prefer that. Sarah, you're not wrong. They already built they have one here. It's terrible. There's a huge ice facility down in the Springs. In Colorado Springs, which big shocker, that's where all the military is. There's a huge facility down there. It's fucking disgusting. And there's people outside praying and doing ritual dances and talking to people through walls and shit all fucking day. It's disgusting. They are. That's the concentration camps, though, right? That's what we're talking about. My question is not what are they doing right now, but who are they going for next? Who aren't they going for next would be an easier and shorter list. Probably. Right? What? You're very cute, bud. Not my bowl! That's not you, bud. You didn't do that. You're okay. You're okay. That was mom. That was mom. That wasn't you. Thankfully, that was a fresh bowl. So it's okay, bud. You're okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you, Bubba. That's the executive order from Thursday about rounding up the homeless and the mentally disabled. Here's the thing, Glut. Anyone who thinks that hasn't been going on is a fucking idiot. That went through and I was like, sure, okay, so what have they been calling it for the past 20 years where they go into the city and they trick a bunch of homeless people to get onto a bus and then they drive that bus so many miles outside of the city that those homeless people can't get back home to their homelessness camp. What's that called? That's been legal and they've been doing that for fucking years. What's it called? It's just legal now, that's it. It's been going on. I mean, it wasn't illegal. No one has been stopping that. That's been happening in places like Seattle, super liberal cities. It's been going on for fucking years. It's horrific. Now they're just going to take them to prison. Maybe they'll get health care. They'll be better off than me. Are we sure this is real life? It sounds so trite to say, but I can't remember a time in my life where there wasn't some shit like this going on. Like, oh my god, did we just get lied into another war over weapons of mass destruction that don't exist and didn't exist back then and probably don't exist today. Did that? Okay. Wow, that feels familiar. Wonder when that happened again. Crazy. It's weird how that feels. I feel like this just happened. But, you know, we should just keep listening to the people that definitely didn't lie to us before about the weapons of mass destruction. Because they wouldn't lie again, would they? Hey, look, Garbage Pail Kids. It just hasn't stopped. I don't know. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not less bad or anything, but like all of that has literally always been going on. And it was never illegal, and no one, like, the cops are who were driving the buses and busing innocent people out to the middle of fucking nowhere, and then these innocent people, and the reason I know about this, let's get even darker about it, these innocent people then freeze to death in the woods because their only source of heat is a vent in a road in a city. And you know what? What happens when you find frozen bodies? You have to bring them to the hospital, and I have to thaw them out and try to make them come back to life before I can declare them dead. So every time one of those buses of homeless people were shipped out to the fucking woods and dropped off and froze to death, I got the pleasure of thawing everyone back to warm dead body or vegetable. It's been going on for years. I feel like none of this is new. It's just like, the government's not pretending it's not happening anymore. Does that make sense? Like, all of these horrible people have always been there. They just don't have to hide anymore, so now they're coming out of the woodwork. All of this shit has been going on. It's just like they don't have to hide and pretend it's not real anymore because they're like, oh, the majority are on our side. Because good people are not the majority anymore, and that sucks. We're clearly a minority, and that super sucks. I don't even know if I want to say we. Am I a good person? I don't fucking know. They're a minority. Good people are a minority. People with, like, any fucking sense of moral value for humanity are just a fucking minority, I guess. That, and I'm sure literally anything right now is, like, obviously it's probably real, but it's also a form of rage bait because they just want to, like, not only is he probably in the Epstein files, we haven't talked politics in a while. I hate talking politics. Not only is he probably in the Epstein files, but he's looking to pardon a convicted pedophile, Ghislaine Maxwell. And that's a mess for his PR team. Right. This feels forbidden. We haven't talked politics in forever. It makes me angry and sad. You want to see a cool bug I found yesterday? It was dead when I found it, but look at that insane metallic blue color. I think it's a tarantula wasp. But I'm going to try to preserve it in a necklace because it's super cool looking. And it is just the most beautiful, like, metallic turquoise blue color I've ever seen. I want nail polish this color. I often think to myself, like, if I die, who's going to have the pleasure of going through all my treasures? Because my whole house is covered in things like this. Like, mysterious, strange little cup that I probably thrifted with mysterious, strange little bug inside that I'm probably going to put in resin someday. But, like, I don't have time to do it today. But if I died today, like, someone would find this on my desk and just be like, why? Everywhere, though. My whole house is just covered in shit like this. Just weird little things that someone would probably look at and be like, that's garbage, but it was a treasure to me. Weird. Jay, 100%. We have that problem here. Like, there's such a dichotomy in Colorado. Like, for instance, in Denver proper, up where I live, they've 3D printed entire neighborhoods of tiny homes to just give to homeless people as an experiment. I'm not even kidding. This is the language used as an experiment to see whether or not it's easier to be clean and get a job if you have a roof over your head and a private space to live in. Because they need an experiment to see if that's a thing. I know. But then you go to Colorado Springs where all these internment camps are and it's fucking terrible. And one of the political leaders down there literally tweeted in the last month, "Oh yeah, we're definitely cleaning up all the horrible racial slur towards Mexican people down here in the Springs, and then I'm heading up to Denver." Like that's only 20 minutes from me. That person. Denver's over here like, we're doing our best. Like, what can we do to just get some homes for these people? Like, this is disgusting. We have like empty, entire, what's the word? Abandoned business buildings that could be used as homes or whatnot that are just abandoned. Like, there's so much just empty infrastructure in the US that could be used as homes for people. And I tweeted something like this yesterday because it pisses me off, but it was something I heard recently and I can't stop thinking about it. And it's, in America, it is expected of you to make a living. You have to. If you don't make money and pay bills and put a roof over your head, you'll either die or you'll go to collections or you'll go to jail for all of those things. But does that not inherently mean that we just don't have a right to live? Land of the free. Ha 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 ha. Cheers. Buy the cool things, try to have the coolest estate sale anyone's ever seen. You know what's really sad is I don't really have any family or kids or anything, so it'll probably just be like when I die, it'll be one of those people you see on like TikTok or something that are like, I'm a cleanup crew person. I go in and clean up deaths that weren't found for weeks on end. This was an old woman who was unmarried and didn't have any kids, and she passed away in her sleep, but there was no one really to check on her for weeks, so by the time they found her, she was in a heavy state of decomposition. And it just shows that person with some gigantic push broom throwing everything that human being owned into a dumpster. That's literally how I'm gonna die. It's very bleak. Very bleak. But I'll be dead, so like, whatever. Rock, I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. It's beautiful to see you, Honeybean. Dude, I said Honeybean twice. I got so excited to see you. I hope you're doing well. Knives, I mean, same though. Like, if I'm lucky, I won't die with an animal that will have to eat me. Like, hopefully I'm cognizant enough towards the end that I'm like, I don't have enough time left to have an animal, and I give them all away or something. I hope I don't have any, but if I do, I hope they eat the shit out of my face. Lots of therapy and drugs. I mean, amen, bitch. Amen. Let's do this. I'd be lucky if it's in the woods, Kozu. That'd be nice. If we're like dogs and we just like walk into the woods, lay down, and go to sleep forever. Some sorry sucker's gonna inherit all my debt when I die. So if you don't have any kids and you don't have a spouse, if you die with debt, where does it go? I genuinely don't know. I mean, Vex, we hope for the best, right? I watch videos of companies in Japan who go in and do that. It's called kotokushi, lonely death, because they're individually so isolated. It happens a lot. I watch it. I actually watch these people on YouTube or on Instagram all the time. I love watching people clean, and unfortunately, that means I get death cleaning. And I see death cleaning all the time, and I'm like, oh wow, that's literally how I'm gonna go. So, like, literally everything I care about in the entire world is going to be shoveled into a dumpster. It's gonna be wild. I mean, I won't be here. I'll be dead, but it's crazy. It's weird to conceptualize, but like that's I guess childless life. Not that you should have kids so that someone's there to like deal with your deadness. That's weird to do. Your debt goes away when you die if there's no one there. Cool. Well, I'm saying if you have no family, like I have no family members. And when I die, I super won't have any family members. So like there's no one for my debt to go to. You know what I'm saying? It varies. Here, the state becomes your heir of last resort. Then each estate has specific rules. In mine, the state university is entitled to all the real estate. Damn. Cleaning out my mother's house was very therapeutic, oddly. My mom's like me. She purges a lot. So I don't think I'll ever have to go through anything like ancient of hers. You know what I mean? It's not as awful as people make it. It's actually a form of acceptance, the contemplation of it all. What? Which part? Contemplating death? I'm not afraid of death. I actually am more sad my precious little things will be thrown away than death, than I am like scared of death. Is that weird? Like, that's more sad to me. Like, dying, I don't really give a shit. But like, if someone doesn't think that my little fidget toy that kills made me isn't as special as it is because I play with it all day on stream and it keeps my brain busy, I will haunt their ass. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think my cats contemplate how long they can live off my corpse if they do away with me for not feeding them on time. You know, there was a study, believe it or not, Nana, there was a study on dogs and cats eating their owners, essentially. And long story short, not to get too graphic and weird, but essentially what happens is when you die, your dog will try to lick you awake until your skin sloughs off your face. And then they kind of just like accidentally start eating you. But they stop eventually and they're like, they don't like it. They recognize what's happening and they're sad about it, but they accidentally kind of take some nibblies trying to wake you up. Cats straight up eat you and they go for the meatiest bits first. So you're a backup meal. You're that hungry man dinner in the deep, dark depths of your chest freezer in the garage that's been freezer burnt for 7 years, but you're like, one day I might need that. So, like, your cats won't starve, whereas my dogs might out of guilt. Take that to heart. Yes, dogs wait. Cats do not. And dogs are like, it's kind of like an idiocy thing, you know? They're like, they feel bad, so they'll kind of like starve instead of eat you all, which is a little sad. On average. As a survivor, it's worse to survive death because you think about how you almost died, and that's when you start to care. Man, so many times. I've been so sick of times you get your affairs in order advice from the doc. So I have actually, Jesus Christ, I've actually contemplated, etc. I know others might not be capable of, but yeah. I feel like I've just been around it too much to not contemplate it. But like, I've been around the after effects of someone passing away when they shouldn't have passed away, you know, like youth, like young people passing away where nothing has been prepared whatsoever, no orders in fair. And I've been around for people who had extended illnesses, so like super affairs in order. And I've been around for elderly people who just didn't give a fuck and didn't put their orders in affair, but we had to do it anyways. And it's the same no matter what. Like, it is the fucking same no matter what. Grief is the same no matter what mess you leave behind, if it's messy or clean. It is the exact same experience of just like sadness. So I'm not too stressed about it, to be honest. Your cat is 100% going to eat your asshole first. I would hope so. Cats are obligate carnivores, so they need their meat. Me too. Dude, and Jay, that's how I feel. Like, if I'm dead, I would hope my animals ate me instead of died. I say that very realistically. I don't want my dog to starve, but I hope I'm cognizant that I don't have an animal at that point. I'll never contribute anything as useful to literally anything in the world as when I become snackies for my kitten boys. Dude, for real. How could you serve a bit greater purpose? And then you're part of them forever. As your close relative ages, it's a good conversation to have. We've been trying to talk to my dad about it, and he basically refuses to acknowledge it. That was my grandma. Yep, that was my grandma. That shit was rough. Since moving to New England, there's been more than a few occasions that neighbors, landlords, etc., have asked law to do wellness checks because nobody has seen me in a while. So oh my God. What's horrifying to some people isn't to me anymore. Maybe I get too frank about it, so probably wait until we meet. No, I really love I like death realism. Nana, you know what I did for a living? Like, it's weird to say, but I've kind of been like inundated in death my whole life. You know, like I've been watching people really close to me kick it forever. And then I did it as a job, like literally just watched people die all day. And I appreciate having people around me that are very real about it. Not insensitive, but real and kind of have a dark humor about it, because otherwise I feel like there's a portion of myself I have to hold back from those closest to me. And if I ever have to hold a portion of myself from you, we're not close. Like, if there's that big of a chunk of me, i.e. like the closest, I can't talk to you about anyone I've lost in my life, I can't joke about that kind of stuff, then we are not close at all. Like, I will guard so much more of myself from you if that's something we can't approach. And I respect that in some people. It's a really, really hard discussion, but it's such a huge part of who I am that that needs to be respected as well. Like, I'm respected in that maybe this isn't just a friendship that's going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? That is no fault on either people. But like, for instance, I was in a relationship for a really long time with someone who didn't quite realize what I was going to school for, I think. I don't know how that didn't click in, but I went, when we first started dating, I was going to school for chemistry, got my chemistry shit, and then I started doing respiratory therapy. And then when I finally got my job, I would come home from doing clinicals and shit like that and be like, wow, death, like just insert story of horrible death I saw this day. And he eventually was like, you have to stop telling me these things. My dad died on a ventilator and I can't hear stories about ventilators. Like, that was it. That was the finite, no, you cannot talk about work. It is fucking me up. That was what he told me. And it eventually led to the absolute dissolution of our relationship. Period. Like, within a week of that conversation, I was sleeping on the couch and I was planning moving out. It's impossible. It's way too huge of a chunk of my personality, but that's okay. And it's okay for other people to be super sensitive to that. It just means we're not going to be besties. And that's okay, though. And we all have to be okay with that. Not everybody's made out for everybody. And death is a big part of me, unfortunately. So, like, drugs, you know? I watched a cat eat a mouse and it left the asshole. Wait, how do you know the mouse? How do you know that? Wait, why isn't it Friday, Katie? Don't mess with me. I need this weekend. I got crappy doctor appointments all week. Hemo-oncology. Oh, God, Mark, I'm so sorry. It's not, because I accidentally went live and my live still said Faded Friday. It is not Friday. I had to remind everyone it's not Friday today. I apologize. I can understand being like, I need some time until we talk about this specific topic, but being able to talk about it is a healthy part of the grieving process. Very much so. And if you're just, it's really, really hard to have an intimate relationship, like a long-term, like, are we going to be partners for the rest of our life relationship with someone where you have to literally, like, I wasn't allowed to talk about work at home. That's crazy. That's impossible. Like, I went through a lot of traumatic shit, especially because this was who I was dating when I very, very first started in the career. So, like, my very, very first person I ever had to terminally extubate, I went home to a person I couldn't talk to. And so I just smoked myself stupid, watched Bob Ross, and cried myself to sleep. That's not healthy for anybody. I hope none of you are living in some sort of relationship like that. You deserve better than that, but I can't do that either. Like, that's fucked up. Is it normal that I just looked at my cat and asked if she eat my asshole? I beg my dogs to eat me when I die all the time. Hi, LZT. How are you, love? I hope you're doing well, honey bean. I did actually have to check the computer. Sorry. Look at me trying to really, like, clarify what day it is, and I fuck people even better. Friday 2, Electric Boogaloo. Montana. That's why I know so much about Montana. That's where Zach, like, started streaming. That's where his whole family is. Well, except one brother. One brother's in LA. LA. Everything's better in LA, from what I hear. It's so lonely. It's so lonely. Like, no matter how much of the other half of yourself you can divulge with this person, having to hold that much of yourself back from a human being, you can't have a real relationship because it feels like lying. Like, every time they ask, like, how are you doing? And you just have to be like, fine, because I can't tell you what I did today because that fucks with you. The fact that I had a busy day. It was very conflicting. Very conflicting. It did not last. It did not last for very obvious reasons. Everybody needs to be able to talk about their day. Like, needs to be able to. You don't have to, but needs to be able to. When my friend became a paramedic, I listened to all his horror stories. I mean, literally, sometimes just saying them out loud and validating, like, a lot of the stories I share with you guys, it's validating that they really happened with another human being. And when you guys all go, oh, I'm like, all right, so it wasn't crazy that under my mask, I was like, oh, this is wild. These are wild. Because if you're just metabolizing them by yourself, you start to get desensitized and start to think it's normal. And none of that is normal. You just, like, you see the worst of the worst, and that becomes, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe not normal, but that becomes, like, repetitive. I don't know. I imagine Aussies get confused like that often on Twitch, CK, since they're always ahead. Maybe. It's possible. I wondered where, but don't want to out them, etc., but still nosy nonetheless, because I was there 35 years. Oh, yeah. Is it Billings? He talks about it all the time. This isn't a secret. He literally calls his mom every single Thursday and talks to her. And she is open as fuck. She is the sweetest woman, but yeah, they're in Billings. Billings? Oh, Blangs? Yeah. Born and raised. But literally, if you've ever been to Billings, you know what Spokane, Washington looks like. Seriously, it's so weird. Like, just that arid kind of climate with the mountains in the background. Spokane. First time I ever visited, I was like, it smells like Spokane, Washington here. Like, I don't know what that smell is that's different, but Montana has it. I think dry. I don't know. It's weird. From what I hear, man is just living a very normal life. He has like a normal person job and lives a normal life and is just kind of enjoying being normal. That's a strong word for man. You know what Jason. You know what I'm saying. I think he's just enjoying being human and not being on camera. That's what I hear. But other than that, no idea. I was off doing shit. Why didn't the guy want to hear about your hospital stuff? His dad died on a ventilator when he was 18. His dad had pancreatic cancer, which is valid and very scary. But instead of go to any form of therapy whatsoever for this, talk to anyone about it, deal with it in any way, shape, or form, his family just kind of like moved forward like none of it happened. And so he had like extreme trauma from watching his dad just like slowly die on a ventilator. And so I don't know what the fuck was going on, whether he like just didn't realize what I was going to school for or whatever. I have no idea because I never shut up, but like literally went to school specifically to take care of people on ventilators and ICUs. And so when I started going to work and experiencing, like, it was just hard because like I was dating this person when I first started working. And so the very first person I ever had to terminally extubate, I went home to no one to talk about it at all. I wasn't allowed. It was a non-conversation. Because that fucked him up to hear about it. I realize how crazy this sounds coming out of my mouth now. Like, I realize. But at the time, I was like, oh my God, I can't impose on this person who claims to love and care about me in all the ways. I was young and dumb, my dudes. Holy shit, you have 78 games installed? Dude, I feel that all the time. Have you played Hades? Have you tried Hades? I was thinking about driving back into Hades soon. After my diagnosis, I made tasks on my calendar to call my parents every Monday and Thursday. They love it and it feels nice. It just sucks that I need an app to remind me. Autism, am I right? It's out of sight, out of mind. Object permanence is so fucking real. And like, it's in my mom. Like, she'll go undiagnosed her whole life because she's a boomer and she's not going to go to therapy or anything like that. But like, out of sight, out of mind is so real. So real. Even if it's your kids. He got no help to move forward with it, didn't talk to anyone about it, so he just let his trauma project 100% and then puts it on other people. Yes. It happens and I respect it, but like, why? No shit. 2 achievements from 100%. Okay, just kidding. JK, been there, done that. You've played a little. You've played a little, right? Just like once or twice. Apothecary Diaries' first intro song, Being a Flower, has been stuck in my head for 24/7 for the past couple days. It's actually a really good song, though. Now it's stuck in my head. How could you? That's some shit you have to work through. For a recent person that was passing, I knew full well her son was going to need therapy. Met him multiple times, and poor guy was having a rough time. We do offer options for therapy, but, you know, it's so sad because it's usually the ones that deeply need it that are the ones that are the most resistant. And the people that tend to be a little bit more emotionally mature and that they can go through things like that on their own are more likely to seek help and assistance so they can go through it healthier or whatever. It's very sad. It's very sad. That dog under my desk. I step on her every day and I feel bad every single fucking time. 78 games installed. That's fucking crazy. I still can't. I hate this. I want to scroll my chat because I don't want to miss anything. It's so annoying. My mom lives so close. I get to see her every Wednesday. Amazing. I can't even fathom. I see my parents once a year. That's wild. I would not know what to talk about. Will it work? Or is it going to make it worse? Happy, definitely not a Friday, Zoe. Which ended up confusing people even more. Do I just need to say it's Saturday? Do we depend on my title to know what day of the week it is? I just love this person's voice. Oh, no. 0 offense taken, Kozu. 0. Mine are right there on the shelf. I touch them on the head every night when I turn the lamps. Oh, that's adorable. My mom has her parents. Well, actually, I think one of my aunts took them for a while. My mom had her parents' urns for years. Oh my God. I think she had them for at least like 10 or 15 years. And my Aunt Ethel recently adopted them for a while. Like voluntary. Like my mom was like, would you like to take mom and dad for a while? And my aunt was like, okay. And so my Aunt Ethel has them now. But yeah, like both my grandparents were like, it's too expensive to bury us. Don't do that. And my mom was like, then what? And they were like, keep us. And my mom's like, fucking what? Old people. They're the best. So delightfully confusing. I talk to my mom often. She's a nurse, so we always have things to talk about. Neither of us ever knows how a work day is going to go. I mean, yeah. I'm a little jealous, but also not. I know, it's technically not Friday. I know, I'm sorry. I don't know what day it is half the time, but it's not a Friday. I think it's a Saturday. Because I was very high last night. I'm still in a therapy group for 9/11 responders, which has been nice with the potential leukemia diagnosis lurking. A lot of us are sick. That's fucking terrifying. But I'm glad you have a group to talk to. I feel like there's just a general group of people called millennials where every once in a while we get together and they're like, do you remember? Yeah. What the fuck? Not the same. Hell emergency. We know this guy in another state. He might need assistance. Hell oh god. We can do this. It's the back lyrics. Oh. I was like, do we need to call? I think Mish is in the same state. We should be able to figure it out, right? We'll find knives. Grandpa got spread on the old farm, except we literally had a Big Lebowski. The wind picked up and started blowing his ashes back at us. Stop it. Was your mouth open? Did you? Would it be fucked up if I asked if you deep-throated your grandpa? Is that, like, too far? Or is it just far enough to think of him caking your tonsils? You're cutting rocks? That sounds like code for cutting some cocaine to sell it for a better price. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to is this the official call for help? We do it as Gen X too, in the middle of the freezer at Walmart. That's it. I know most of my friends are honestly Gen X. Like the vast, like tons of my friends are Gen X. I don't know. I just feel like we're all this. Like anybody who has lived through the amount of like just national fucking horrific tragedies as we have, we should have our own name. There's something for us that when they did you just do it again, Bill? There should be a name for those of us that when another like whatever is announced, we all kind of go like, all right. I'm not discounting it. I'm not apathetic. It's just like, so you're back on that toast kick for breakfast. It's like announcing the same thing. Oh, you mean someone in the government's lying to us so they can try to take control of some other foreign country so they can take some resource from that country? If you think 2025 is the first time that's happened. I'm tired. Cheers. Dude, right? And that's like the shit I get from my parents is like, oh, you're apathetic to it or you have no reaction or whatever when they tell me stuff. And I'm just like, I was in 8th grade when my teachers decided that having us watch people nosedive out of the Twin Towers all day at school was a good idea. I'm feel it. It just doesn't show anymore because Jesus fucking Christ. We're a mess. We've never been okay. We're just a mess. I've used up all my react. I have. I don't have another like, lay gasp in me left. And to be real, and it doesn't mean I don't care and it's not apathy. I'm not surprised by fuck all. Look who's running the country right now. Anything that happens in the next 4 years, I'm not going to be shocked whatsoever. It's all fucking bullshit. It's a fucking fuck show. It's a fuck show. You can't. People, but it's like, I just wonder people that say stuff like that, like, have you not been paying attention for the past 15 years? It doesn't stop. I can't remember the last break. Can you? I do not remember the last, like, break. Boring, period. Right, and the thing is, the tragedies just haven't stopped. We went from that and just to war, and like, I know I'm not the only one that didn't. I know I'm not the only one who grew up where the streets were lined with people who had number counts projected on something on their porch of how many people were currently dead in the Middle East. People, not even just American soldiers, humans. Like, that was my entire childhood, all the way halfway through college. Just porches with huge signs on them that would say just this many thousands dead today. This many, that's my life. My life is just realizing what America does and how we value life, quote unquote. My whole life is just like seeing that firsthand. So no, I don't have any react left. I'm doing my best to not be a shitty fucktwat, and I think a lot of you do your best to not be a shitty fucktwat. I think some of you could try harder, but we're doing our best. But it's been a fucking lot. And I'm talking about the signs. Raise your hand in chat if you lost someone. Like, I'm being a selfish cunt sitting here like, as a kid, I was just really cognizant of all these people dying. My whole family is heavily female and or they were in jail, so they couldn't go to war. Like, my God, I'm sure a lot of you were in it and or lost people, and that is terrible, and I'm so sorry if I sounded like a fucking whining child. Like, we've all been through it. Forever. It's just been never not happening. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's gross, but nothing shocks me. It's very difficult to shock me at this point. Listen, you saw a man walk on the moon. I saw a teacher get blown up head into space. We saw a kid get turned into confetti because his parents forced him to go under the ocean. It never stops. It's just never stopping. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Cheers. It's a lot. There was a Thunderbolts in my game and you were doing your laugh and it definitely made you seem like the evil maniac. Thank you. Ignorant, yes. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. It doesn't mean we don't care, though. And I'm so tired of people saying, like, millennials or Gen X are apathetic. Or we'd like, oh, they're acting like badasses, like they don't care or whatever. Fuck off. Fuck you. You know what I think the biggest difference is between a lot of us millennials and Gen X's is you and I might not look like we're reacting on the outside, but we actually do things to try to make a difference. Whereas these people who react and, oh my God, holy shit, Facebook message, that's all they do. Virtue signal. As opposed to just like, what can I do in this immediate moment to make a difference in somebody's life at this immediate fucking moment? What the fuck can I do with my little resources? Thoughts and prayers. Yeah. It's that. I think it's a lot of that. Gen X has been a crap show since Columbine, Oklahoma bombing. Were those the first? I have a hard time thinking it was the first. It's always been a problem. Like, we have a problem. It's just been more televised and worse. I don't know. No, 100%. I try to be good and I try to surround myself with good people, but damn if you don't have to step back now and then again to keep saying, no, 100% valid. And, like, we talk about this all the time here, but if you don't save your sanity, you're no good to anybody anyways. So if you're, like, overexerting yourself at the expense of other people, remind yourself you're doing a shit job because you've taken zero time to recoup your own battery. So, like, you're exhausting yourself for a half-ass job. Take a fucking nap. You have to. You have to step back and you have to breathe. But you also have to be cognizant of the world and be a part of this society and know what the fuck is going on, et cetera, right? Vissy, my love, thank you for the raid. Are you doing okay? Welcome, raiders. Thoughts and prayers. It's so real, though, and I hate it so much. It's really, isn't that the weirdest thing though? Is it's just like being human. At the end of the day, it's having empathy for a human, having empathy for someone you don't know personally. That's what it really, and someone you may never meet and you will never have a personal impact on their life, but you still give a fuck and you're empathetic to their situation. That is wildly rare. And I don't know if it's taught or not. I don't know where the fuck that comes from. Brew, you care. I know you Gen Xers. You're just trying to be numb because it's too much to care about. You're me in 10 years. Felling episode. This, I hate to bring it up again, but is it always at the same time on the week? Is it always at the same time every day? And is it from sitting at your PC? I've been thinking about this since last week. Genuinely just thinking about you, like, does it have something to do with the blue light of your computer, the lights you're staring into, the posture of your chair? Are you crossing your legs and cutting circulation off to your legs, which can then cause a fainting episode? Like, I just think about these things ever since last weekend. I hope you are too. I just don't know if they're happening at the same time. But if it's always at your desk, if it's always in that streaming room, like, is there black mold in that room you're breathing and you're affected by it? Like, it could be literally anything. I'm paranoid and I love you so much. But I've been thinking about this literally since last, what was it, Saturday or Sunday? You don't have to literally answer anything I'm saying right now, absolutely whatsoever. Like, please just drink some water and take care of yourself. I'm just like, I've been thinking about all these things since last weekend. Like, it seems to happen at least every weekend when we're playing games together around the same time of day. And I've been trying to what's the common denominator? If that's the trigger, but I don't know because I'm not there all the time. I love you. I've just been thinking about it constantly because it literally, you get lightheaded and you've had episodes, but it's usually around the same time of day and it's in your office. Like, is there something in your office? Is it the blue light? Like, you remember before I got my new monitor, I used to get migraines constantly and I thought it was this. It was the blue light from a very specific monitor. Now I have IPS monitors. What the fuck are they? Chat helped me find them, and it's just like a different frame rate, flicker rate, whatever the fuck, to where my eyes aren't trying to constantly adjust my fucking monitor, and I haven't had a migraine since. Little things like that can make a huge difference in your day. Keep looking at the common denominators of that room. Is there no ventilation in that room? And so your computer is just heating up that space. All these little things, I'll text you and we can talk about it. But like, it's just too coincidental that it's always at your computer. Like, it could literally be the posture. If you are pinching the nerve in the back of your leg or pinching off the vessel in the back of your leg on the like edge of the chair you sit in, that can cause lightheadedness. Because it's literally the valves that are maintained closed by pressure, because there's no blood pressure because the blood has now been cut off to your legs. Those valves will start to get flappy, and then you don't have adequate blood pressure, so blood's not making it back to your brain, and then you get lightheaded and you faint, etc., etc. There's so many things that could be happening, and I just want you to think about it, and I love you so much. I'm sorry. Blech. I love you. It's where the seat hits the back of your legs. That's what I've been taught. That's like the importante. So like, you can still use the cushion. Sorry, I had to put myself up. But if you look, can I get back far enough? Where's my seat edge? So sit where my seat edge hits on my leg. Right there. I think that's actually bad. I think you want your seat, but I'm too tall. I think you want your seat to go out to like here. But if the lip is clipping you right there and you're not getting any blood circulation, you could literally be getting lightheaded from something like that. Like, there's just, I'm just saying, it could be a myriad of little things. It's just way too coincidental that it always happens in your office and it always happens around this time on your computer. Like, does this ever happen when you're just crafting? Like, when you're mostly looking down? If it doesn't happen as often when you're doing that, it could have something to do with the light of your monitor or the lights looking into your face. I can't stop thinking about you because I love you all the time. Yeah, there is no sorries here, bitch. Oh, there are no sorries. I just love you more than life itself. And I just think about you 24/7. But I have genuinely been thinking about this literally constantly. You're one of my favorite beans in the whole world, and I just want you to feel good. You deserve to feel good, B. That's it. But it's just, you know, I'm sure you've thought of this because it's just way too coincidental. Yeah, does it happen anywhere but your office? Is your office always the trigger? Is there fucking black mold under the floorboards that you're breathing? We don't know. It could be anything, but it's just too coincidental. That's such a common denominator in that room. I just want, like, when you leave that room, do you start to feel better? When you leave that room, are you walking around and moving more, or are you sitting? If you're walking around moving more, it could be low blood pressure is happening because of wherever your seat's hitting in your legs. If it's sitting in the other room, then it could be some ventilation issue of like air not happening in that room. Like there's just so many things in there. It happens other places. So it's not just that room. So then look at like the position, lighting of the room. I don't know. Talk to your doctor. Obviously, I'm not your doctor. I'm not a neurologist. Like I'm not perfect. I love you so much and I think about you all the time. And it has happened a lot in that room at this time of day while we're playing games. Like it's started there. And I just wonder like, what the fuck? Why? I can't help but wonder that. Oh my God, these peach fuzz baked goods. These are adorable. That screen is so bright. I have to wait for it to load. Those look adorable. No, 100% Vissy. Like, I don't expect you to rest. You don't have to, like, please just rest. I'm just shooting. These are all ideas I honestly was just going to shoot at you live today. But, like, now we're not playing games anymore. You're resting. You're having a snack and you're having something salty and you're drinking some fucking water. That same time every day is pivotal. And I mean, it's probably because we're always playing games at the same time every day. But if it's just weird that it's definitely at least triggered at the same time in the same place on the weekends. Whatever's going on is triggered by that. And like she just went, literally last weekend, she had that fucking portable brain scanner thing looking at her all the time. And it happened. And I brought it up. I was like, bitch, have we thought about that it happens same time, same place? Why? Go eat, go have a snack. If we haven't snacked today, unless you're like me and you just have a weird eating schedule, I'm not trying to pressure anybody, but if you normally eat by now and you haven't eaten today, it's time to have a snacky snack. It's literally like almost 1 p.m. for most of you. I can't help it, Nana. Like, especially like, I feel like I'm so intimately I know so intimately of everything that Vissy has gone through, and we've just been there every step of the way that I feel at this point, like, I just can't. I'll never stop thinking about it. Neurologists who finally figured out that I have blood disorder causing my imbalance and dizziness after a 3-day EEG that was inconclusive. Jesus Christ, that's a long time. Yes, lunch is good. It's 11:11. Make a wish. Hello, Bill. Is it time for our break? What are you up to? Miss Ma'am. Hi, Bilbo. How are you today? Did we have a good snuggle this morning? Yeah, we had the best snuggle. You're such a sweet girl. A standard? She's got a knot in her back. You've got a little curl knot. How'd you get that? I got it, I think. Is that a good itch, you furry bitch? Oh, we made a rhyme. You look kind of like a werewolf. It's time. I think it's time to get a grooming appointment, yeah? Poods are great. These are like, I feel like my poods are like the friendliest, snuggliest poods ever to have pooded, though. Most poods I meet, they're a little like standoffish to people that aren't their owners. These guys, they want to snuggle anybody that'll sit with them. Unless it's Zach's brother for some reason. There, you know, what I've had to convince myself is that the intelligence marker, you know how we say like there's like the smartest dogs in the world. So theoretically border collies are the smartest dog in the world and then poodles are the second smartest theoretically. it's the potential for intelligence. It's the potential for learning. So they are a reflection of the effort you put into them. And I hate to admit that. But you're perfect. Yeah, sniff your ass. It's different now. Ooh, I want an iced smoothie. Yes, please. No, you don't have to apologize. They're they're looking for to be told what to do. Most of the time that's what poodles are looking for. Are you just looking to be told? Can you sit for me? See? Can you shake? Can you shake? Oh, that's such a good shake, baby girl. Can you come here? Oh, that's such a good girl. See what I mean? Good morning, Eliza. How are you, love? She is a very good girl. They're very smart. Hi, Bubba. How are you? Did I say take a break and taunt you with it? Yeah. Yeah. Hi, bud. Good morning.
Turn it off, Willard.
Turn it off, Willard. Should we stretch together, bud? Oh, or you unplug my headphones? You're so cute. They are. That's what I was saying, Eliza. Like, most of the poodles I've ever met are kind of standoffish. These guys have been so sweet. Do you want to do some Fall Guys? We could do some Fall Guys. At least that'll give something funny for Vissy to watch us fail at. I'll have to, I don't know. Last time we played, Glut ran the little lobby. I'll have to look and see if I can learn how to make one. Do we have people that want to play some Fall Guys? It is weekend. If we have enough people, we can have our own little lobby thing again, and we can all watch Inhuman Militia beat our fucking asses. Hi, Bubba. Are you just the best boy in the whole world? You dust. You're just a good boy. Who's that man? Oh, who's that man? Who's that man? If you could see the way he jumps on him in the morning. Who's that? Oh, you get him, Bubba. You get him. Who's that man? That strange man who lives down the hall. Who is he? Oh, Bill. We are so fucking excited. Look at this. We were just going to take a break. So they're like ultra hyped. I think I just got a lip in my eyeball. Lick your lip. Is it salty? Got a little eye on there. Oh, Glut, give me a sec to potty. Oh, shit. No shit. Are you willing to host the thing? Because I can figure out how to do it. I'm sure it's not that hard. But if you want to do it, that'd be awesome. I don't have to worry about it. Work on my axe restoration. Ooh, it's almost handled. Do you realize that you made a joke? I deeply hope you see what you've done. All right. Thank you. That was beautiful. That was well played. I just had to, like, if you didn't see the majesty of that, I had to point it out. Beautiful. Yeah, it's only on Epic now, but it is free. We're going to take a break, and that's about how long it takes to download it. If you'd like to play games with us. Fall Guys is just good, chaotic fun. I'm really bad at it. So, like, literally, there's, like, 2 people we play with who are fucking... If Spuds is here... Was it Spuds? Or was it... Booty Bandit and Inhuman Militia will beat all of our asses. It doesn't matter. But we're going to do our best. We'll do our best. Yeah. Those guys have played a fair amount. A lot of you have, honestly. You have really cool cosmetics. I have no cosmetics because I've never played anything but custom lobbies, and you don't get cosmetics unless you do anything but custom lobbies. So... Dude, this website, Nana, is so fucking cute. Are you kidding me? Oh, they're finally making cute. Stop it. The lunchbox bundle. Eat the rich. Oh my god, the rolling tray looks like one of those children's frozen meals that we all ate as a children. That's incredible. Oh my god, how did you find this place? Everything's so cute. The lighter is Crayola. I know. There's a Tamagotchi sticker and a unicorn sticker that looks like fucking Lisa Frank. You get a crayon box, you get some rollies. This is super cute. Dude, I've never seen this before. Charms for your vape. Like, who would have thought? Yeah, I need a vape charm. Yes, I need that. Smoke weed every day. Abolish ice. I know what I need. I need to buy things from this awesome human. Abolish ice. Keep families together. And it's a fucking Zippo. Amen. Amen and hallelujah. This is, oh my god. Oh no. Oh, I want to spend a lot of money I don't have here. Cute! They have weed weights! Shut the fuck up. The first Pride was a riot. Polly Pothead? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm cute. Let's get baked. I am, because most weed stuff, I swear to God, most weed accessories are still marketed towards 16-year-old Spencer's shopping Katie. I swear to God. It's like, do you want a glow-in-the-dark pot leaf with wavy lines like you're on shrooms? Do you want a velvet poster? I just want something marketed that's cute and marketed to me, but for weed. Like My Little Pony themed or something, or adorable. This is what I want. Adorable. When they go low, we get high. It's just I want this. It's just there's been such crap. They're still marketing to a crew of people that they're marketing to the dealers, not to the consumers anymore. This is so cute. I need someone to make weed for stuff for people who roll on silver platters. Dude, right? Yes. Adorable. You can launch it from Steam if you have it downloaded still. I mean, if that's possible, share with the people. I don't know how to do that. Dude, she seems fucking awesome. I'm all about this. The baked goods. My God. Life's better stoned. Smell-proof stash bag. That's smart to have. It's the lunch. It's cute as fuck. It's really cute. This is great marketing. This is great. It's great marketing. Dude, the nostalgia bone is there. Incredible. Lock and loaded cunt isn't home. Up the stairs. Gonna do a couple bong hits. Do that. The cunt upstairs. That's fucking great. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. And then Glut has said that in my Discord, which I still haven't opened. Of course, you're gonna open it there. Glut has sent me the join code. You know what? Let's pull that up before we take a break, and then people can join in the lobby while we're pissing. Yeah? That's all I hear now. We said Epic, right? I'm not crazy. Fall Guys, yeah. I'd never played it before. I'd only ever played it on this one. Epic. All right. Customize my bean? I don't have any ways to customize my bean yet. Don't tell me what to do. I don't like that you taught me, like, I do have ways to customize my bean, because I don't. No! Okay, I forgot how blue this screen is. Let me see if I can warm it up with my light, because my eyeballs. There's dogs all around me. That does not make anything better. I wonder, hold on, I have an idea. I'm in, hold on. I'm in, Glut, if you want to give everyone the code. Feel free. I mean, if we've got everyone in that is, do we have everyone in from our mods that want to play that are in? I'm terrible, Knives. Just join us anyways. It's fun. I already joined, so, like, open it up if you want to. I figure people can... I don't want to sit here while people are joining. People can join while I'm pissing. That was the point. Hopefully. I don't know.
Awesome. It's just like, I have no idea who these two people are.
We lost who in the what now?
Right. It's like, I work at home. I don't talk to these guys ever. There's Katie holding up a
They're
dick
teetering
squash.
POS. Be careful.
It's officially my biggest one.
Yeah, I bet.
Do they even make prophylactics big enough for those?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there like a Trojan triple XL? Because
That's what we call a kidney tickler.
That's...
whose chakras are you rearranging with those? Okay.
Bitch,
You know
that,
what you
could
should-
that could literally tickle your nipples.
A titty
Yeah.
tickler.
Your
You know what you should
kidneys
do,
are
Katie?
like...
If you ever
Oh
get
my
a
God.
squash like the one on your chair, you should, like, maybe like in the fall or something, you should wear a pair of pants and just strap it to your leg and go to the grocery store.
Need another pair of pants just for that.
Yeah.
She
just
need
like-
a freaking one of the harnesses for when you're actually, strapped.
So no, yeah, put it in like a harness, and then like go to the section with all the condoms and lube, and look really contemplative.
Which
Right.
part?
Just see how many,
What if I put
just see
it
how many
like
stares
that?
you get.
Oh God.
Well,
It's a
no, it
vegan
can't,
lesbian. She's
it can't be like
strapped
that. Because it has to
Oh,
look like
God.
it's like legitimately coming from your groin. So you have to turn it around.
Yeah.
Wait, like this? Absolutely not.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Babar,
You trying to
no!
squash? Oh my god.
Some peonies if I've ever seen it.
Oh my god. Ugh. Ah.
This is why I shouldn't be allowed to talk.
I was about to say, I love this group of degenerates.
The code is 8MYF3 if anybody would like to join. Yeah, I got another 47 pounds out of my garden yesterday, and I'm just panicking. Just donating it all.
Seriously, 47 pounds.
Yes, I actually like put it in, not including those 2 giant ones I just showed you actually, which I'm pissed about. I forgot about them. I put everything I picked yesterday into one bag and then weighed myself and then picked it up and held the bag on the scale and like, so about as close as I could get because I don't have anything to weigh it, but I forgot those 2 giant ones, so it's probably more than that.
Jeez.
That's how I weigh my dog.
It depends on which end it goes in.
Do they even taste good? Yeah, they taste great. It's just like, it's pointless to let them get that way because you scrape out the middles. So like you scrape, the bigger they get, the more of the foamy, seedy part on the inside, and you're not necessarily getting more edible flesh. They do get to a point where they're woody, though. There is like a massive point where they're woody and not edible. But basically, you hollow them out. And when I was a kid, my mom did this. She used to fill them with meatloaf and shit and bake the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm at that point where I might do it. I don't know what else to do.
Ooh, a good like pasta in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark Horse has an interesting point. Like, if you get squash blossoms, I believe you can like fry those.
Yeah.
Can't you?
You can take those things, stuff them with like ricotta and a couple other things, and
You absolutely
and lightly
can.
batter them. Yep.
And I've thought about it, but the reason I haven't is A, it takes away flowers from all my bees, and it makes me sad because I love watching my bees. But also, when I look at like, so the blossom was what turns into the plant. So if you take the blossom, then you don't get a squash. Like calorie for calorie, it seems like murder. Like I'm going to pick that blossom and kill what's potentially like the fucking 10-pound fruit I could get out of it to fill a blossom full of cheese.
Katie, you have 150 pounds of squash and zucchini.
I know. I do. It's so, I can see it. It's stacks.
You can just experiment. It's fine.
It's insane. I should. No, you're right. Like, what am I wasting? What am I wasting?
No, wait. Hold on. Enzel, he's got it. Squash bong. Squash bong. You gotta do squash bong.
It's a good shape for one.
Oh, I definitely have to do a squash bong now. And then, so I have acorn squash that are getting ripe. So now I have to start figuring out what to do with those. And my tomatoes are almost there, too. I'm scared.
Fucking acorn squash is amazing.
I know. I love it. You do it like brown sugar and butter, right?
Fuck that barbecue sauce.
Oh, that works too. Yeah, that's amazing. No,
I just
trust
barbecue
it.
sauce.
I trust you. I was going to say, give me a recipe. You know me. I'm not the type to turn down a good experience.
Oh, it's
But
really
what?
fucking simple. You cut it in like 1/2-inch slices. You put it on a wire rack on top of a baking sheet, and then you just put it in the oven, like 350. Hit it with some barbecue sauce, and just let it cook.
I'd fuck that up.
Yeah.
Party games or something, or if we don't have it on a ton of
I'll be
people.
around.
Yeah, I'm totally down. I'm into it. Gletsy's already going to put on a movie. So that's what I was going to say. We have movie night in the Discord every night at 7 p.m. Eastern if you want to join us. And sometimes when we're high on the weekends and lucky, Glet will put on an early movie if you want to swing by and watch it. We just sit in silence. No cams, no mics. We just watch a movie and enjoy it. It's nice. We have a text channel. It's called Shh, where we like bullshit and share memes with each other and whatnot. But other than that, it's calm and it's fun. So please feel free to join us. But be safe. I've heard there's some fires already, so just be extra safe. Be extra fire safe. That's all I want to say. Like, you know, get your car checked. Don't be throwing embers places. Don't have fires if you don't need to have them. Moral compass thing. My publishing bud had advised me not to mention the NSFW ban in upcoming patch notes. I floated. I wanted to help gather signatures for an illegal intervention because people don't appreciate games becoming political, which can lead to backlash review bombing. ClassyKatie was Classy came. Dev, what would you do? Oh, man. It's so, like, the problem is being a woman, I already get knocked down like 20 pegs on whether or not my opinion matters or whether I have any power in any situation because the world, especially in America, fucking hates women.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. That was a big yawn, bud. It's a very loaded question on that note. We never know. We actually have a giant, I don't know, Glut, do you have a movie you already have picked to put on?
I bet you it's beavers.
Interstate 60.
Interstate 60 will be the early movie, but then the movie that we roll at 7 p.m. is a total surprise. Every day, we have no idea what we're going to get. We have a giant wheel that has 200 and something movies on it, and we spin it, and then on the weekdays, we watch a show, and it's fun. We have a good time. Right now, we're watching Alchemy, is it Alchemy Diaries?
Apothecary Diaries.
Apothecary. I always fuck it up. Apothecary Diaries.
good
I'm
one,
very
good
much
one.
enjoying it though. It's fun. Yeah, it's been a good one to. I've been canning vegetables while watching it, and the last show we watched before that was Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket, and that was really good. And I also did a lot of pickling. It's crazy. But today I'm gonna try to chill and just have a snack. 'Cause I'm fucking beat. I stayed up way too late canning shit the last couple nights because I was scared my pressure canner would turn into a bomb. No, it's not a loaded question. In my opinion, like seriously, if I had my druthers about it, like sex, i.e., the human body, pleasure, blah, 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 shouldn't be something that's political or taboo or even like that's just something we do as humans. But because so many human rights have been stripped so recently and even more are being attempted to be stripped, it's hard to say. And seriously, being a forward-facing woman, like an outward-presenting woman, is just like -5 bajillion human points in my country. To the point where I know women who have generally like considered marrying a friend just to have a man on some things they own, just so things don't get taken away in some states they're living in right now. It's really scary. It's a really scary place. We live in kind of a hellscape right now. It's kind of crazy. Thank you for those hearts, by the way. My dog's wheezing. What's up? You just want to go hunt whatever's living in my garden, and I can't let you because you're rough. I'm sorry. I know. What a bitch, huh? You want to come say bye, bud? Okay, I'm going to flop myself over in the Discord. I love you guys. I love you, Yada. I love you guys even more. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to see who the fuck is live. I'm going to go stretch my body and try to rest it. Oh, because I don't know what I did. It's so hard for me just to sit still and do nothing. It's so hard. I have to always be going and trying and doing something, which ends up me just like breaking myself in some way, shape, or form. Did you go away? Where'd you go? Come here, bud. Come here. You curled up under my vest. Come here. I didn't say you couldn't say goodbye. Come hither. Come hither, you sweet boy. Come here. Come out here and then come here. There you go. You dumb bitch. I wish you didn't have such a soul for murder. It makes it so hard to let you out in my yard because you want to kill everything. You're always trying to kill a baby snake or whatever's living in the garden, which like is none of your business. We put the garden super far away from the house, so whatever's living there shouldn't bother us, okay? Yeah, you're a silly dumb shit. Take your joy, stay classy, and I'll see you fuckers in the morning or for movie night in the Discord. I love you guys. Get a snack. A pickle.